Oh yeah. Welcome back to the
Yeah,
Mixtape Show, man. And this is a special one, man. I got my man, Mr. NonStop Radio himself in the
yeah,
building,
yeah.
Emillio Egbar. What's good, my brother?
Yeah, yeah. What's good, good peoples? What up, Kawan? What's good? Everybody out there in Dallas, New York City. What up? What up?
Man, it's good hearing your voice, bro. It's been a minute, man, since we heard you on these airwaves.
Yeah, I know, man. It's been almost 6 months, man. Damn.
So
It's been a
without getting
minute.
too personal, man, if you want, man, if you don't mind sharing, man, what's Emilio Egbar been up to, man?
Oh man, yo, like ain't no secret, you know what I'm saying, for everybody out there who's been, especially those that's been close to me and everything like that, you know what I'm saying, for everybody that knows. They're just going through a little transition in, my personal life, taking care of some, things I gotta do, like as far as new job, relocating and all this stuff like that. So, just taking care of things on the personal end to get back to the business end of things.
Yeah, yeah, man. So how hard has it been, man, not to been working on that nonstop, man?
Oh man, yo, it's been like I don't, the best way I can describe it would be like, like going through rehab almost, I can say. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, like I'm addicted to what I do. I like getting behind this microphone, you know what I'm saying? I like, interacting with artists. I like, putting out the music and everything and doing the show every week. So not to being able to do that for 6 months, man, it's been crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like I've been having people hit me up like, yo, when the show coming back? Even people at my job like, yo, I like your show, man. What you doing with it when it's coming back? So it's been crazy, man. Like,
Yeah,
we've been talking, like, it's been a lot of setbacks, but it's just getting through it, you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah. And it's actually, man, probably the rest is well worth it, man, because you've been grinding prior to that, prior to this little break, man. How long have you been going with nonstop radio?
Oh man, see, the nonstop radio show, see a lot of people don't know, you know what I'm saying? Like we originally started doing, radio with myself. I originally started doing radio as far as like 2013.
Okay.
We was known as Too Much Radio at that time. Shout out to my bro Jeff T Mills, you know what I'm saying, my man SB and all that stuff like that. The four of us, we was doing Too Much Radio and it gained like a little buzz and everything. But only lasted 7 episodes. So like, shortly after that we took a break or whatever, and I was like, I want to come back and I want to do this because radio was something I've always been interested in. So it was like, what? Let me, start putting it together. And then like around like the late 2013, early 2014, that's when the actual ideas and everything for the nonstop radio show started coming together. And then say June, excuse me, June 1st, 2016, we actually launched the very first episode. So like it's been on the air for about like 3 years, Gary going 4 years now. You know what I'm saying? It's been a minute.
And for those who don't know, I know the story, but nonstop radio, how did it get that name?
Oh man, first of all, I want to say shout out and rest in peace to a dear friend of mine, Alonzo Dennis, aka Carlito Leaks, aka Nonstop. You know what I'm saying? Like it was the Nonstop radio show that got his name because it was something that I wanted to just, carry on his legacy and, carry out his memory, keep his memory alive and everything. So it's like the Nonstop radio show, I made sure I got permission from his mother to use his name or whatever. And it's, just been a thing ever since, you know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, his life was taken from him in September 2011. So, he's been gone for quite a long time, man. So it's like, it was a way I wanted to, keep his name alive and, keep his legacy going. So here we have it, the Nonstop radio show. Man.
Yeah, yeah. 9/11. Was it the 9/11 that you got him? That
Nah, it was the 10-year anniversary.
10th anniversary. That's
Yeah,
right. Okay, okay.
yeah,
Okay. Well, rest in peace, man. His legacy is definitely living on, bro. Because
yeah,
it's,
man.
it's, it's crazy how many people just reach out to me about nonstop radio. You know what I'm saying? And
Oh, wow.
like I said, I know when you took the break, we was putting the episodes up just to keep it out there, just to keep it fresh. And people
Yeah,
was like,
man.
"Yo, man, this is dope, but when we gonna get the new stuff?"
Hey,
So
man, I definitely want to say, thank you of all people because, you definitely held me down within these 6 months. You held the show down, kept it going, and not too many people would do something like that, So definitely much respect to you, man, for that.
that's nothing, man. It's all love, man. Because man, it's just it's fun talking with you, bro. Because me and you we similar when it comes to this hip hop thing, man.
Mm-hmm.
We it's obsessive. I know on my end as far as I love hip hop, and I get that
Yeah,
same
man.
feeling for you, man. It's like an addiction to me, man. So it's dope to actually conversate and talk to somebody who got the same passion for it, man. And it's I never get tired doing this, man. I don't think I'll ever get tired doing this type of thing, whether it's getting paid for it or not, man. It's just so much fun doing this stuff, man.
Oh man, absolutely. And I remember the first time me and you we actually linked up. It was on Twitter. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember we started following each other, but then I started like interacting with you back and forth and everything. And you know the show and everything was out there. You know you had the mixtape show popping, and I saw your station. And then we kind of linked up, and you know it's been history ever since, man. Like it's been just great just to see how you've grown from then up until now, man. Like I tell you all the time, yo, I'm proud of what you're doing because you're doing something that a lot of people try to imitate, but they can't never, you know, get it just right, man. And it's just like the way you just keep that whole like that essence of hip hop alive and everything, and giving so much love to the independents out there, man. That's dope. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people need to take notice of that, man, for real.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. It's some imitators out there, but it's all right. Hey, you can't stand the test of time after, you know what I'm saying? When you don't have a genuine love for it, man, it's going to fall off at some point. You know what I mean? Because people quit. And I've been a part of it where people quit because they wasn't getting paid or they wanted to get paid. And, you know, I was just like, hey, man, that's just not in the cards right now, but let's just keep building this thing and that check's going to be there. And they didn't see it. So
absolutely,
you just kind of show them the door and keep it moving. You know what I mean?
That's the truth right there. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people, they do this thing for all the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people, they jump into this lane not knowing what actually comes with being involved with running your own platform. Me, I'm just a show. So like I know from an extent of how things operate, especially from the outside looking, you know, the inside looking out. You know what I'm saying? I know how things get down and the amount of grind that goes behind it. But you run an actual network. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't realize like they think my grind is something like your grind is on 1,000 because like you not only do your show, the mixtape show, you do other shows and you do gigs, and then on top of that you keep the, you know, the network running. Now you got the TV thing get ready to jump off. So like it's a lot of work, and a lot of people get into this thing not knowing that there's a lot that goes behind it. So it's just like, you know what I'm saying? Like if your intentions is pure and you want to do it because you really like love what you're doing, it definitely shows and stands out. But if you just doing it because you're expecting the check, it shows as well. So, you know.
Exactly. So let me ask you this, man. What made you want to start now? I know you said it was the love of hip hop, but what's the thing that made you say, "Yo, we gotta"? It's just too many dope artists out there. So let me take this one by the reins and do something, man. What's that thing that kind of sparked that?
Oh man, you know, like I've always been like a big fan of the radio, you know what I'm saying? Especially like the 90s, you know, when you would go to the radio to hear like the newest joints or whatever. It wasn't no internet around like that or streaming services like we have now. You know what I'm saying? Like I always had that love for radio and always wanted to try my hand at it. But it's like as we got older and me wanting to do music myself, I understood just how hard it is as an artist to get your music heard, especially in today's atmosphere when you have everything kind of being microwaved and spoon-fed to everybody the way the corporations and the record labels want it to be. So like a lot of the newer artists that are actually hot and have talent, they don't have much of a lane. So it's like, never mind my own self as an artist. There's people out here that's doper than me, I feel. So like, let me do what I can to help them, you know, get their music out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the genuineness of just wanting to just help people as far as, you know, realize their dream, even to some extent. Even though I know the NonStop radio show isn't the biggest thing moving, but like, you know what I'm saying, that just the feeling of knowing that you've helped people realize their dream and get their music out there and be heard by other people no matter where they at was the rewarding thing. So it's like that's what made me like want to really get into it, you know.
Yeah, and I can honestly say, man, the mixtape show and it's a little bit of the rip off of the NonStop, because initially this was it was a mixtape show. That's all I did was mixing, and then that's when you started kind of sending me some of these artists, you know, to throw in the mix, and then it was kind of like people were like, "Yo, who's that you was playing after that so-and-so track? Who was that? And that's when it dawned on me, like, yo, I got to give these artists they true respect, because they tracks are standing up next to, you know what I'm saying, Mob Deep joints and Biggie joints, so, or, you know, just anybody, a Nas joint. So it was kind of like, let me take a step back real quick and kind of, you know what I'm saying, reach out to Emillio real quick to get his blessing on this plan.
Man, see, that's the joy of working with each other, you know what I'm saying? Because like people, you know what I'm saying, like they don't realize that you and I, we feed off of each other. Like you do something hot or you play something hot, I'm like, yo, what was that? Like, let me get that, you know what I'm saying? And same goes, you know, with you. Like you hear something that you like, you know, I send it over there to you. But you know what I'm saying, like that's just the beauty of it. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't realize that, you know?
Definitely, man. So besides being a that dope platform you got, man, a lot of people may or may not know you dope MC too, man. We gonna get some new Emillio records next year?
Oh man, I'm definitely working on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is a situation, man, where, I'm kind of a free agent, so to speak, you know what I'm saying, for lack of better terms. But, I'm in a situation now where I'm like, all right, I'm back to square one once again. So it's like just trying to take what I learned from the prior experiences that I've dealt with, just taking that and just putting it together and just trying to put something new and fresh out there. You know what I'm saying? Like the music aspect, that's definitely not over. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to still, for as long as I'm physically capable to keep putting music out there. But right now, I'm kind of in the regrouping phase and just trying to put things together and just, see what 2019 brings about,
Definitely. Well, I know the listeners probably been waiting to hear this, man, but here we go. We got some big news, man. 2019, January 1st, man. I'll let you tell them, man. What's going on that day?
Oh, man. For all of y'all that haven't been paying attention, if you haven't been watching my Broker One or even following me on Instagram or Twitter or whatever, the NonStop radio show is coming back to the airwaves January 1st, 2019. New Year's Day is going down exclusively on DJ Kawan Radio. You don't want to miss it, you know what I mean?
Don't want to miss it, man. We got a lot of plans for NonStop Radio, man. We're going to open up the lane for him and let him do his thing, man.
Yeah, man.
He's modest about this, man, but Emillio got a huge footprint on the scene, man, that people don't give him his credit for, man. So we're going to go ahead and give him roses while he here, man, because I see it, man. I see what you've done, and I seen who you've connected to who. And I've seen the the negative things that happen outside of that, man. And it's unfortunate, bro, but we got you, man. So we're going to give you this lane and let you run with it, man. Because NonStop Radio is definitely, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best hip hop underground show that's going on right now, bro. So we're excited to have you back, man. January can't get here fast enough, man. I can't wait for the first to hear what you got cracking, man.
Man, I truly appreciate that from the bottom of my heart, man, because, like I said, like me and you, we talk all the time, so you definitely know from, an intricate perspective of what's been going on, what's been happening as far as like the negatives and the positives and everything, and also stuff that's been going on in my personal life. So, firsthand, like what's been going on. So, like, just to have a dope person like you, to understand what's going on, and also just to have a dope network such as DJ Kawan Radio Network and NGI Radio and all the other good networks and stuff like that has been rocking with me. Like, it's definitely a good feeling, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, just I know it's been a long time. Especially since I feel like the people out there worth the wait. I feel like it was worth the wait, and just took this time to just get back to just, remembering why I've done it in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Because it has been some frustrating times. There has been some times where I was like, why am I still doing it? But just to give me that time away from it and just to realize just how much I love doing what I'm doing, man. It's just like, it's a good feeling to know that I'm coming back to the air. You know what I'm saying? And I'm definitely appreciative that everybody's been understanding of the situation and just saying that's correct.
Definitely. And I think we broke up a little bit. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. Yeah, man. Yeah. So January 1st, man, starting every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, man, NonStop radio show. And just to give you guys a little feeling, if you haven't been paying attention, we've been playing those NonStop shorts too, man. So it's definitely good to hear Emillio back on the airways, man. And I'm excited, bro. I'm really excited, man. And big things coming, man. I can't wait, bro. Like I said, I'm going to try to make my way back up to New York soon. And maybe we can do us a joint show or something.
Yeah, man.
Definitely, bro. Anybody want to shout out?
Hold on, let me.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Man, definitely want to shout out you first and foremost. You know what I'm saying? Definitely want to say shout out to MJ, shout out to Guilty, shout out to Divine Thought, shout out to everybody out there that's been showing love. You know what I mean? Shout out to my man Nick Davis. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of been there, showing love to me, throughout this whole, process as well. You know what I'm saying? And definitely want to say shout out to all of the people out there that just been keeping the NonStop radio show in mind. Definitely want to say shout out to the radio.com down there in Miami that's been holding the show down. Definitely want to say shout out to we on radio out there in New York City, you know what I'm saying, holding us down and everything. And definitely want to say shout out to all the listeners out there, all the supporters, man. Like, without you, we wouldn't be in this space right now. So I definitely want to say thank you to you all, you know what I mean?
Definitely, Emilio, man. We can't, like I said before, January 1st can't get here quick enough, bro. But I'm glad to have you back, man. I'm excited. 2019, man. I already know you're gonna take your rightful spot back on the throne, man, and then lead this charge that we got going on. Right. And the beautiful thing about that,
man, definitely, man.
You'll have the Mixtape show on Wednesday nights, NonStop Radio on Tuesday nights. We got some other original programming coming too, so we may have original programming Sunday through Saturday coming real soon. It's gonna be dope, man. So we'll make those announcements coming real soon. But we got some dope stuff coming, man, and it's all gonna be hip hop love, man. That's what I love about it the most.
Absolutely, man. I just want to say to all y'all out there that's watching this right now and listening on air and all that good stuff, man, definitely get in contact with Kawan, you know what I'm saying? Because he got some wonderful things in store for all you indie artists out there, you know what I'm saying? You've been seeing the promos, you've been hearing it, you've been seeing the posts on Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. Definitely link up with this dude, you know what I'm saying? If you want to get your music out there, one of the most genuine brothers out here in the underground hip-hop music scene, so definitely get in contact with him. Show that love, show that support, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not going to go nowhere without us all supporting one another, you know what I'm saying? I know it's competitive at times, but you got to definitely show that love, you know what I'm saying? So definitely get out there and know that. Okay?
Definitely. And let's remind the people real quick, man, to get heard on NonStop Radio. What's the rules, parameters, and that email address they can send that music to?
Definitely, send your MP3s only. So let's network musically to at gmail.com. Again, that's network musically 212 at gmail.com. Your artist name, title of the song, and your Twitter name if you have one. And once again, I can't emphasize this enough. No links, none whatsoever. No links at all. Please, only MP3s only.
And don't add him with your SoundCloud link because I get that too, and I delete that. God, it's crazy. We could do an hour just on that alone.
Man, like I get all the material from people like like listen to Cloud and listen to my man Kim, Reverb Nation, all that stuff. I'm like, I feel you, man. Like I don't do links because of people have other foolishness behind those links. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the MP3 is the safest bet. Just send the MP3. We can rock with you all day, man.
Definitely, man. Well, Emilio, man, it's good talking to you, bro. And like I said, man, we definitely can't wait to have you back, and I can't wait to hear what NonStop Radio got in store for us in 2019, man.
Absolutely, man. Definitely want to say thank you again for the time, for getting me on here once again. And it's a long time coming. It's definitely not going to be last one. So I definitely got to get you on the NonStop Radio show real soon. You know what I mean?
Let's do it, man. Anytime, bro. Let me know, man. All right, man. Let's get into this joint. We'll be right back after this Mixtape show, man.
Yeah.
Peace out, bro. Peace.
Peace.